What's up, y'all? Hey, today is about beef and broccoli. Delicious, full of flavor. Hey, but this is a quick shot. Just like I get those quick shot workouts, I get that quick shot here in this kitchen. I'm gonna show you how that's done. All right, y'all, come on. All right, y'all. So now I'm gonna boil the broccoli, but don't trip. Don't get scared that you're like boiling out the nutrients. This is quick. So you want your water already rapidly boiling, okay? And what that means is it's just those bubbles are going crazy up in there, okay? And so I cut up my broccoli fairly around the same size so that they can cook evenly. I don't want them too big because then they're gonna take longer, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put these babies up in here because my water was rapidly boiling. It's getting a little crazy in there. So now once you put the broccoli in, it brings the temperature down just a little bit. So that's why it's really important to have that water really, really hot so that it doesn't bring the temperature down too much where it's not gonna really cook well for you. All right. Now, don't go anywhere and don't put a lid on it because then before you know it, it's already like cooked and you don't want mushy broccoli, okay? You want a good texture at the same time. Remember, you want those nutrients, right? So let it do its thing. You could tell it starts to get a different color to it, and then you'll immediately take it out and you'll give it a cold bath. So I'm gonna show you how that's done here in a minute. All right, so you don't want it fully cooked again, okay? So I'm gonna take it out. It's only been in there for a few minutes. The time frame is down in the recipe. So this is its ice bath. It's just a bunch of ice and some water. And what it does is it immediately shocks the broccoli so it stops cooking. It keeps its vibrant color, which makes it retain its nutrients. It's almost like the broccoli is like, oh baby, and then immediately, gets on lockdown and doesn't let those nutrients leave its body. So once you do that, you shock it. Then you want to take the broccoli outside of the water, put it to the side because then you're going to saute it, and I'm going to show you the next step. All right, y'all. All right, so now it's for the beef. I like to get my beef straight from the butcher. So this is really easy and simple. So I just go ahead and open that up, lay them on each other. I want to see where the grain of the meat is going, and that's kind of like you'll see the lines in the meat and what direction they're going, and I want to go against that. Then I roll this up and then I'm going to cut it. Okay, so as I'm cutting it, I want to go really close, nice and thin. So it's almost like I'm trying to get it like paper thin, okay? And that way as it cooks evenly, but it also keeps it tender so it doesn't get tough. And we don't want no tough meat. I know I don't. It's gonna mess up the flavor. So this type of meat is flat meat. Now there's skirt steak, there's a lot of different other types of meat. You could do a sirloin, ask them to tenderize it, but for me, for beef and broccoli, I prefer more of a leaner type of skirt steak, so that's flat meat. There's a couple other ones, but you can kind of play around with that and make it your own, okay? Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna just do a little quick rough chop. So this is kind of where it'd be beneficial to have a nice sharp knife. Then you don't have to work so hard. But hey, why not? Get a little exercise in the kitchen too, Just remember, abs tight. All right, cool. So that's ready. Move on to the next step. All right, y'all. So heat your pan up. Usually what I do is I'll heat the pan up first and then I start cutting my meat. But you want this pan really, really hot where you think like, oh, I should turn it down, but don't you do it, okay? So it's really, really hot. Make sure you have all your ingredients ready, because you want to make sure you do this efficient so you're not going to burn anything, okay? It's not complicated, it's quick. So I'm going to do my oil. Avocado oil is really, really good because you're going to bring it up to that hot temperature, right? Put the oil in after the pan is hot so you don't burn it, okay? So that's ready. Now what I'm going to do is put some pepper on my meat. I don't add any salt because I don't want to over season the salt based on I'm putting soy sauce in this dish. So you could always finish the dish with salt, okay, if you prefer. I'm gonna do a quick little massage, little mix with that. And you know, this is my food, so you know, I don't get scared of meat. You know, I get in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the pan, and I'm gonna be strategic of how I put it in, because I'm not gonna move it. Once it's in the pan, it's gotta kick it so it can get a really nice crust on that one side, and that's gonna really seal in the juices of this meat. You want that flavor, you want it nice and tender. I'm telling you, don't stir it. You're gonna want to, don't you do it. Usually you want to leave some room in the pan. Like, you don't want them all snuggled up too close to each other, so that air can kind of get through it, each piece, and allow for the heat of the pan to kind of keep a high temperature. So this is pretty cool. Now just let it kick it and do its thing, and then as it's cooking, I want to wait to add the other ingredients, because again, as I add the ingredients, it's going to bring that temperature down. So be patient. I promise you this is quick. So, I mean, don't rush it. There's an old saying, haste makes waste. It's a real thing. So don't rush it. So now it's kind of doing its thing. It's really cooking. I'm letting it handle its business. Now I have ginger, which I minced up really well. You grate it and then mince it. And then I also have a white onion that I really cut finely. Now we have our broccoli, right, that we previously cooked. What's pretty cool is you can do that method with your broccoli and then just put it in your refrigerator. So all you would have to do is really cook your meat, throw the broccoli in, and there you go. Then it's even quicker. Then you have your broccoli for other meals as well. You can do this with chicken, you can do this with pork, even with shrimp. Now this, for me, I kind of get bored of chicken on occasion, so this is really my go-to, which I love, that keeps me in line with my food. Get those results in the gym, and I also get that good flavor of steak, so this is a good one. Now it's looking like my meat is doing really well. I want to let it kick it for a little bit longer, because again, I want a nice crust, nice brown, good looking color on one side of it, and then I'll start to turn it and then add the rest of the ingredients. All right, so now right now it's ready for me to add the next ingredients. So I'm going to flip it. It's got that nice brown, charred like look on the other side, which is what you want, okay? And this doesn't take long after that point. So once the onions break down, then it's pretty much ready. You want to add the broccoli in there last, because you don't want to overcook it. Remember, it's already cooked, so you don't want mushy broccoli in your beef and broccoli. At least I don't. Okay, cool. Now that's what's cracking right there. Now, you got a couple different options in your soy sauce. You got a Maggi sauce. If you don't know what's up with that, you want to try that. That's what's up. Coconut aminos instead of your regular soy sauce. There's the Kikkoman with the low sodium as well as the regular. And then this is the Aloha. So what's up? You don't know. Now there's another shoyu. This is shoyu, by the way. It's different than Kikkoman. I promise you. Kikkoman is not shoyu. But there's a hilo style of shoyu that I grew up with that I love. But I got Aloha right now. Next time I'll show you guys that one. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit of the shoyu because that's the one I prefer. Again, the recipe is down below, or it's also on my blog on my website. Now I'm going to add my broccoli. I'm going to turn down that temperature. I'm going to mix that. And the juices from the meat, that soy sauce, so that shoyu, which I'm using shoyu. There's a difference. Please, let's educate ourselves. No. Alright. Ooh, that's what's up. And then you go ahead and let it kick it. And so what happens is the flavors of the broth that you get from the meat, that shoyu, the garlic, the ginger, the onion, all flavor the broccoli. The broccoli has a nice texture to it, so it's not overcooked. And there you go, baby. That's done. Ready to get down. Go ahead and make a big batch. Measure it out so that you have your food prep for the week. This is what's up. All right, y'all. Hey, I promise you this. You can get fit, stay fit, love life, eating tasty food. It's a real thing. You got to really try these recipes. They're delicious. Hey, straight broke them out. Till the next one. Subscribe.